The dream is that they just play like Emberheart Challenger, Monstrous Rage, or some nonsense this turn, and then we clean it all up with Split Up. Emberheart Challenger. I mean, Rage would still suck just because of the level of damage, but let's be real, that's what's happening. Oh, Burst Lightning, okay. Well, we're still taking a buttload. Mountain. We're still taking 8-9 here. Destroy all tapped creatures. What's going on, everybody? It's me, 7-7, and today we're playing some Orzhov Clerics. This deck is fast and furious, and it really feels like it's the only thing that I can win with on Best of 1 ladder right now. So, as you know, last week I did a Best of 3 video for Knights, and we're playing Orzhov again, because I just feel like if you're not playing some form of white or life gain to combat those red aggressive decks, it's just not going to work for you. The Best of 1 ladder is so volatile right now, so just a heads up, plan to see a little bit more Best of 3 from me for a little while, at least until maybe we get a ban announcement or something and something changes in Standard, because man, Best of 1 just feels like a slog right now if you're not playing white or life gain or black or something. Like, it just, Orzhov feels like the only color combination that I can actually do well with right now. So let's go over the deck real quick. Authority of the Consuls, 2 copies to help deal with aggressive red decks. Case of the Uneaten Feast to help us enable enters the battlefield life gain along with Hinterland Sanctifier. The things that we are taking advantage of are things like Essence Channeler and Starscape Cleric to take advantage of these triggers. We are not playing a Relive the Past version. We're not playing a mill deck. We're playing a like kind of tempo aggressive life gain list, and it is mostly clerics, so it's going to be a cleric tribal type of deck to take advantage of Minwu, White Mage, a new card from Final Fantasy that I really love, just because the card in our particular deck most of the time can put 2 or 3 counters on half our board just from entering the battlefield. If we've got a Hinterland Sanctifier and an Elias Ilkor on the battlefield already, when we play our Minwu, that's 2 life gain triggers right there. Both of these are clerics, so they get buffed up along with all of our other things. Starscape Cleric is a cleric, Essence Channeler is a cleric, Aerith is a cleric, and also Zoraline is a cleric. The only non-clerics we're playing are a couple copies of Kutzel's Flanker, Deep Cavern Bats, and that's it. Everything else is a cleric. So we are also taking advantage of Deep Cavern Bat because it gives us lifelink, so it's another life gain trigger, and it keeps our opponent's removal or their turn order off balance, because if we're taking their 2-drop and then they can't play anything on turn 2, like that alone can just change the game by itself, just throwing off their turn order. And then Kutzel's Flanker is in the list to help us. It gains life and lets us scry and make sure we're hitting our land drops, but more importantly, it also exiles a graveyard, so it's really solid against Omni and Reanimator and things like that. And then Aerith Gainsborough is just ridiculous. I mean, there's so many life link triggers and life gain triggers in this deck that she grows really quickly as soon as you play her. And then we're playing 3 copies of Split Up to go along with our Authority of the Councils. A lot of our stuff has Vigilance if we want. Essence Channeler, Zoraline can have Vigilance, Minwu has Vigilance, so we can kind of tinker around and play with the board state a bit to make sure we're splitting up the things we want. And then as far as the land base goes, we've got some Restless Fortresses for some additional life gain triggers. Not playing a lot of tap lands though. We're not playing any of the life gain tap lands or anything like that, because we really want to make sure we're on curve as much as possible. But Restless Fortress wins us games all the time. That gets us those last points of damage a lot. So very important to have a couple of those in the list, and the rest of the list is just Orzhov stuff. A couple Cavernous Souls to make sure they can't counter our Minwus, and a Fountain Port to make sure that we can make tokens and draw cards later in the game if we have to. And that's the deck. It's clerics, it's fun, it gains life, it's great against mono red, and we're gonna go see if we can't crush some games on the ladder. So let's go ahead and get to our 30 games and see where we end up. All right, it's time for some clerics. Apex Rage. Let's do it. This looks good to me. Sanctifier. It's mono red. Swift Spear. Block. Keep Cavern Bat. Let's snatch whatever their best thing is. The shock, I guess. Play a Challenger or a Heartfire Hero and a Rage. We are going to get our Bat Witchstalker frenzied at some point, but that's okay. Although... I wonder if we played Zoraline, if he would go after the bat or not. If he goes land Challenger, he could Witchstalker frenzy the bat. I'm gonna play Zoraline here and see if we can bait him to go after the Zoraline instead of the bat. Get in, gain 2. Number hearts. I mean, we know he's probably gonna frenzy something here. It's a matter of what. So if we block... We're not gonna block, because then he'll just Monstrous Rage what we block. Alright, so we did get him to frenzy the Zoraline. We take 6. Go down to 18. Alright, let's play a Sanctifier. Let's play a Starscape Cleric. Gain some more life. Do some draining. Get in. Not planning on blocking any of that nonsense. Go back up to 22. Swift Spear. Rage is going to give him a free card off of Challenger, which is annoying, but it is what it is. If we draw an untapped land, we're in really good shape. He puts it on the hero. Interesting. Consoles is good. Go for bat. Get in with these. We'll hold back the Hinterland Sanctifiers just in case. Plays a land, we're good. So now he can't attack with the Swift Spears, so glad we held those back. And that'll do it. Unfortunately, not enough lands to cast our beautiful Minwu, but GG, opponent. This is what we're built to be. Get these mono red decks out of here. GG. Fates. All right, let us bring on the Clerics. We get to go first. I like this hand. We will keep it. Ah, man. I think we get down the consoles first, just in case it's mono red. I really want to play the tap land first, but I'm glad I did it. Comes in tap, we gain a life. Now we're probably going to lose this pretty quickly, but if he messes up and plays a creature first. Cacophony Scamp. Okay, so now it just depends what... Because Phoenix Chick's not a typical mono red card, so... Opponent's just going to let us keep growing our team. I really hope we draw an untapped land here. We do not, but Elias Ilkor is about as good as we could have asked for in this situation, and we get to attack with Flying and Vigilance. Thanks to Cave of Koilos, giving us some damage. Heartfire Hero grows our Essence Channeler some more. I'm going to go ahead and just take the 3 here. Turn inside out. Alright. Let's see what he hits with the Cacophony Scamp. Probably the Channeler, but then the counter just go on Elias Ilkor, so... Nope, goes for our face. We're cool with that. That's great for us. All right, Cavern of Souls on Cleric. And let's go ahead and play Aerith. Gain some life. Counter, counter. Get in for 7. Want to play the land. Monstrous Rage is the Heartfire hero, sure. Is that lethal? Wow, okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter if we gain life. Wait. Did that actually cost him the game? No, of course not. I thought it put us at 1 for a second there, but we can't be that lucky. GG. Shaolin, like the monks? Are we getting monked up in here? We get to go first. One more land. If one of these Aeriths was a land, I'd feel so happy. This is not better, but it's still better, I guess. Maybe I should have just kept the first hand. Mountain. Hired Claw. Alright, let's get a channeler down. It's probably getting shocked or torched. But it is what it is. Manifold Mouse, okay. That's fine. I got something for you then. See if he wants to risk a block here. Probably not, right? If he does, we get to get him. He doesn't currently have a mouse to target with Manifold Mouse, so okay. Let's gain 2 scry. Those seem fine. Planning on splitting up tapped creatures anyway, so just let them keep turning everything sideways. The dream is that they just play like Emberheart Challenger, Monstrous Rage, or some nonsense this turn, and then we clean it all up with split up. Emberheart Challenger. I mean, Rage would still suck just because of the level of damage, but let's be real, that's what's happening. Oh, Burst Lightning, okay. Well, we're still taking a buttload. Mountain. We're still taking 8-9 here. Destroy all tapped creatures. And I will not attack. Emberheart Challenger. Do I dare risk a block? Okay, Burst Lightning is annoying, and now we don't have anything to get with our Beat Cavern Bat, which sucks. Ah, this is so annoying. All his draws are super live. I mean, ours are good too, but he doesn't attack. Weird. Destroy all untapped creatures. Swift Spear. Joy. Well, I mean, at least we can race with that, kind of. And Elias L4 blocks and kills Swift Spear regardless of how big it is, so see what he draws. Another burn spell. Looks like it. Mountain. I mean, burst lightning's 4 damage, 2 from the swift spear if we don't block. Puts us down to 3. It looks like he's got torch or burst though. Something. Maybe frenzy even. Burst lightning. Alright. Down to 7. Ooh, fortress is a great draw. And we will make a fish. And that's annoying, but it's not lethal. And then fortress gives us lethal. Fish. Fortress. Whew, close game. Close game. Well, we did it. Wasn't even that good of a hand from us, to be honest, so GG. Arcanis. We get to go first. I like this hand. We shall keep it. It's red again. Imagine that. Imagine. Let's get down a deep cavern bat. The worst, it draws out a removal spell. Gets it out of the way. Ooh, burst lightning. So we'll take the burst lightning. Surprise! Why not just burst lightning it? It's so confusing. Plays a Magebane Lizard, which does basically nothing against our deck. So we will play Elias Core. Get in for 1. Love to draw land. That would be super great. I'm gonna play his Manifold Mouse. So fierce. So double strike. Really? You know what? It's gonna deal more damage to him than it is to me. Beautiful. Aerith. He doesn't have a burst lightning. Gain a life, grow the Aerith. Attack with both. I almost feel like he wanted to like he's probably got a monstrous rage in his hand, which would be hugely problematic with the double strike, but I feel like he wants his Magebane Lizard gone because I feel like it's going to deal more damage to him throughout this game than it is to us, because we do have some non-creature spells, but not a lot. And he is going to be wanting to cast multiple like monstrous rages and things, so I am not going to block because I don't think he can kill me from here unless he literally just has monstrous rage.deck. The Witchstalker Frenzy's Aerith. That's fine. We get the 2 counters on Elias Core. And then we can get her back with Zoraline at a later date. Does he have removal for Elias Core 2? There's a monstrous rage. Yeah, he wanted to get rid of that Magebane Lizard real bad. That's a lot of damage on us, but at the end of the day, that hurt him. Let me think here. So if I play Starscape Cleric, that's 1 life, ping, then 2 life, ping, so 3 And then 2 more from the Deep Cavern Bat is 5, 9, 10. It's not enough. So we will play Zoraline here. So that gains us some life. We will get in with Deep Cavern Bat, gain life, gain another life, and then next turn we can play double Starscape and just win if he doesn't kill us here. It's got 2 cards. Pumps the Manifold Mouse. Alright, so if he does it again, he just thought about it. He thought about activating the Rock Face again. So that would be 8. If he Monstrous Rages, that's 2 additional 4, so 12. Because it doesn't have Prowess. So Monstrous Rage would add 4 additional damage. And we'd be at 1. So I think the play is to just block Magebane Lizard here. Because the monstrous roll just swaps itself, so it doesn't buff it any further. And then we live, and then he loses on the backswing. He monstrous rages the Magebane Lizard. Interesting. Alright, well there it goes. Right, so... Oh wait, so now we don't get the... But we don't get the ETBs. So now if we play 2 Starscape Clerics, we get 4 damage triggers. Yeah, that's still lethal. Because Zoraline's life gains are... single instances of life gain. And then the Deep Cavern Bat gains us the life and does the final 2, so exactly lethal. Nice. More mono red down the drain. Rank 2, nice. It's Cleric time against Salazar. Let's see if it's another mono red deck, because we haven't played enough of those today. This is a bad hand. We will not keep this. This is better. We'll put back Minwoo for now. Haven't gotten to see Minwoo in action, but I'm telling you, in the test games I played with this deck, Minwoo was amazing. Alright, that. I'm sure it's probably getting removed, but... Oh, okay, interesting. All of those are annoying. Although he doesn't have any black mana right now, so that'd be pretty funny if he literally never drew black mana. I'm gonna see if I can get him to waste the spells on worse things first. There's the black mana. Plays VV instead. Tap land. So he can't do a whole lot this turn. He can cut down either LSO Core or Deep Cavern Bat. Let's go ahead and do this. Try 2, gain 2. Authority is not doing a lot for us. We've got a 5th land already, so let's scratch those. This makes Strategic Betrayal much worse. So let's play Essence Channeler and Aerith. And since he attacked, we get to get in for a bunch. And then we'll just sack Kutzel's flanker to the strategic betrayal. And if he doesn't have an untapped land here, he can't even do too much. Strategic betrayal. So he can cast a Row with Vivi. Yep. Cast a Row, grows the Vivi.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird is going on. Think big.
Draws 3, discards 2. I suppose he could find a land and a cut down or something like that here. Land. Alright. Well, Zoraline. Decline into Starscape Cleric. Just go for it. Gain a bunch of life. Grow everything. Deal a bunch of damage. I think we're in good shape here, to be honest. I can't see him being able to threat us here, but I mean, I could be wrong. Vivi's big, so he's at 2 though. So we're at 30. He's got a lot of work to do to win from this position. No blocks. Does he have a board clear? Restless Fortress kills him though, even if he does, so yep. That was very good.
New world requires new strategy.
And unfortunately for him, the Fortress trigger does not care about the otter he can make. Yep. Opponent makes an otter, I guess. Yep.
Thanks for the helping paw.
GG. Boop. All right. This deck is kicking butt. It's Kurtster 112358. Opponent is going first. I do like this hand though. Sanctifier into Bat into Channeler. See what he's playing. Little Moogle. Ding. Gives a polite bow. I do like your sleeves, Kurtster. Cute little Sheba. Cute little doggy pet. Forest. All right. Split up is good against creature decks, if that's what he's doing. Is it actually green, mono green, or is it Simic, or Gruul, Golgari? Opponents taking their time letting us know. They can tell that we're just steeped in anticipation. They're just like, I'm just gonna let them simmer while they try to figure out what I'm playing. It's Simic. All right, and a Beanstalk. All right, well, that is a frustrating thing to have on the battlefield, but we'll do our best. Deep Cavern Bat. That is a lot of Beanstalks. Holy mackerel. They're going to draw themselves to death. I guess we take Overlord here and get in for 1. And let our opponent Beanstalk themselves into oblivion. I mean, hey, if we can gain enough life, that might actually be true. They don't currently have a white mana, even if they do play an Overlord here. Beanstalk number 3. How many beanstalks is too many beanstalks? There's the white mana. They only have 1 mana type, though, until they find an Overlord. They have all 4 beanstalks on the field, guys. All 4 This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I'm hoping I can just kill them before they do this. If they don't wipe our board, I'm good. We just win on the following turn with even just the Essence Channelers alone. Because of Minwoo. So even if he if he has an untapped land, he can Leyline Binding something. It turns out there is such a thing as too many beans. Because I don't think, unless our opponent has a white land and a Sunfall here. I mean, if they have that, then good on you, mate. Because there's nothing we can do about that. But if they don't have exactly that, or any board clear, like white land, Day of Judgment, that doesn't do it. You get to draw 4 cards, but that's all you're doing. Now, he could draw a white land here and play Binding and bind our biggest Essence Channeler. He did just draw 4 cards after all. So, he does have Binding available. He's going to draw 4 more cards. So, he'll hit our biggest Channeler, I imagine. Discard a whole bunch of cards. Is that lethal still? Because Hinterland Sanctifier goes to a 2/2. This goes to a 6. It's not still lethal. It's close. He's almost dead. He's at 1. Which means Restless Fortress is enough to get him. Maybe. If he doesn't have a bunch of rides ends. Does he have a board clear? He's got to have a board clear at this point. He's going to just draw his deck before he kills us. My goodness. I mean, a board clear would have been great, because then he wouldn't be able to deal with the Restless Fortress, but... Awaken the Honored Dead. Doesn't do it. He needs something else. He's gonna have to tap that last white mana, I think. Yep, Binding. He's drawn half of his deck. It's like turn 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. This is hilarious. And he's still technically dead, so... Does he have this town ain't big enough? No, Virtue... No! Oh, he's still dead. Okay. I had a panic attack. That's still lethal. Opponent drew 50 billion cards, and we still won. GG. Woo! That was a lot of card draw. Malone. Is it Post Malone? Is it MTG Malone? We don't know. We'll never know. Opponent goes first. I'm not in love with this hand. I'm not. I'm really not. But it's not bad. Flood Farm Verge for the opponent. Optimistic Scavenger. Alright. Well, Sanctifier was a good draw, so we'll play this on Cleric. Play Sanctifier. Darkslick Shore's Hopeless Nightmare, sure. Pitch the Minwoo. Pixie, pick up the Hopeless Nightmare. You're so cool, bro. Essence Channeler. No attacks. Momentum Breaker. Alright, well, we'll sacrifice the Sanctifier here. He gets in with both, hoping we'll block. Big Mastako. Gain a life, throws the Channeler. Hopeless Nightmare. I will discard the Minwu, unfortunately. So sick of putting my Minwus back in the deck. Nurturing Pixie again. Pick up the Momentum Breaker. Yep, you got it. Gets in with the Pixie. No block. Seachrome Coast, opponent momentum breaks. Again, we put the counters on the channeler, on the collar. Now we have a big blocker. Storm Chaser's Talent. Does he go in with everything? Nope. Okay. On a double blocks. Alright. Pixie is a tough deck for us. What are you gonna do? GG. Mr. Fide! Alright, last game. This is not it. Nope, nope, nope. Is deciding whether they want to keep. Alright, you're gonna mulligan. This is worse. Good enough. Let's go like that. I mean, I guess at least we're on the draw, so we get an extra draw, but Deep Cavern Bat might help us a little. Elias, of course, so they're also playing Life Gain, it looks like. Alright, they don't have any removal, so that's good. Now they have removal. Okay, well, we've got another bat, so that's alright. Give it back. You can't have it. Give me a land. All right, no block. They play a missionary. Gain a life. We're gonna play Aerith. We are going to grow the Deep Cavern Bat, hopefully. Nice. Take it. Land for the opponent. Did they draw a removal? They did. And they even get to play their own Aerith this turn. Nice. Sure, no blocks. Split up is very good. I'm tempted to attack, but I think the better play is for us to Kutzel's flanker. If he just activates Restless Fortress, that would be the best possible outcome for us. I would actually be more frustrated if he played the missionary. All right, perfect. So now we can actually get rid of his Ellis Ilkor and his Aerith right now if he attacks with both. Yeah, I figured he would attack with the Aerith because it's gonna grow. And we play this, gain 2 life, scry 2, grow our Aerith, I'm gonna keep the split up. Right? Yeah, because then I can hit what's left on the board. No, but okay. I'm confusing myself. I'm doing this. I want split up because it's a good card. Aerith grows, we get a bunch more life. We attack. We're gonna save split up for... He can actually kind of semi-reanimate with missionary and get back Aerith. He drew a get lost, but that puts all the counters on Ellis, so that's fine. Yep. Gets back Ellis Ilkor. Well, I mean, I feel like we win this mirror, so... Try to find a land here. Nice. Alright. Get in for 8. They do not block. And then we get back our Aerith. Play a Starscape Cleric. Let's go get another black. Come on, let me do the thing. Play Cleric. Gain a life. Drain the opponent. Now the opponent's being salty. Alright. Tap this properly so we don't end up not able to do what we want to do. The auto tapper is always screwing me over. Opponent loses 2 life. We attack with Zoraline. Opponent loses 2 more life. But first, we get back Aerith. He does have 1 card in hand, so don't know what it is yet, but... And that'll do it. Nice. Last game was a win. That puts us to 21-9. 21-9. Very, very good deck. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So 30 games, 70%, beautiful win rate as expected. Just very good against all the aggressive strategies. We had an 83% win rate against the 6 mono red decks we played in 30 games. So for those of you who know math, that's 20% of our matches. So and then we played a lot of other Orzhov lists, and we did well against those. Pixie, and then we played a couple of mirror matches. Is it Corey? We did 2-2 against, but still it's respectable considering how incredibly powerful that deck is. I'm very happy with that. And just good win rates against pretty much everything. The only things we lost to outright was a Golgari deck and an Esper list, and everything else we either won one match against it or we were positive win rate against it. So I'm very happy with this list. It's very, very good. Let me see how it fares in the rotation. Does not look, we're losing Elias Core, but there are other things that you can replace this with. It's not necessary. And that is it, other than lands. So other than the lands, the case of Koilos and the Concealed Courtyards, which we know we're getting Shocks in Edge of Eternity. So the land situation should get better in Edge of Eternity either way. The only thing that is rotating from this list is LSO Core Sadistic Pilgrim. So this is a pretty much rotation proof list. I've been trying really hard to build decks that don't have too many things from the rotating sets, since that rotation is coming up in August. So this is a safe craft. If you don't want to craft the Ellis Il Cores, I would just craft 2 more Authority of the Councils or any other 2 mana card that can gain us life in some function or another. You just want to make sure that we have more life gain triggers, but the ETB life gain is the best. So Authority of the Case of the Uneaten Feast might be the best one. But definitely a fun deck. It's really good if you're sick of mono red. If you're sick of Izzet, this is a great deck to play. So if you had as much fun watching me play this as I did playing it for you, I hope you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Every single one of those is incredibly helpful, and I appreciate all of you who have made it this far with me into the video. You're awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.